Peace, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Artis. I came over here to address a conversation, actually, a question that's always been asked to me in my DMs from you all. And I never publicly came out and made a video about it. So I kind of want to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to have some notes here. So if you see me glancing down, it's because I'm looking at my notepad and I have some notes written down. So the question is, what do I do in a situation if I meet the entity, right? And that's a real large question because there's a lot of things you can do, but I wrote down some notes on the main points you can do. The first thing is, if you don't want to have a conversation with the entity or spirit, don't. There's a lot of ways you can get the spirit to leave. You tell it that you don't want to have a conversation with it, but be as nice as possible. And just how it is in your life now, if you don't want to have a conversation with someone, you will not answer the text, not answer the call, walk away, do everything you can, right? In this situation, you can't walk away, but you can kindly, politely ask it to leave and to say, I don't want to have a conversation with you. If you need another video about how to do that, I will. Just let me know in the comment section below, and I will definitely make another video to show you in different ways you can politely say things to it, and to figure out what can you do next if what you ask it to leave, if it doesn't leave, right? Because you don't want to have a conversation with something that you don't want to have a conversation with, right? Because you can get looped up in a whole huge talk that you don't want to have, and it makes you uncomfortable, and you will kind of not be as nice, right? When you don't want to have a conversation with someone, you know that you're not nice about it. You're kind of short and stuff like that. You don't want your first experience to be kind of negative, and you don't want their experience to be negative with you as well, right? Even though they are blunt and they would just tell you how it is, it doesn't mean that you have to do it as well. Like, just leave me alone or stuff like that. You don't want to be rude, okay? That's just how I live and how the standards that I live by. You don't have to do that. I know some mediums who are very straightforward, just like how entities can be straightforward and they'll say anything they want to say. I don't like that because I know that these spirits or entities have emotions and feelings just like we do. And I don't want to be rude to something like that. It's not proper. Two, if you do want to have a conversation with a spirit, right, and you call on the spirit or whatever, all I'll say is that you keep the conversation light. Right? You don't have to do this, but this is something that I live by as well. So all this stuff is how I live by, right? You just keep the conversation light. Ask it its name, where it's from, blah, 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 little information about how, just life stuff when it was alive. I say you don't ask too personal questions, in my opinion. You don't need to ask it, how did it pass away, right? In my understanding, and how I live my life is that I don't like when people ask me personal questions, especially people that I don't know. People that just come into my life or just having a regular conversation, if they haven't ask you a real personal question, it make you feel uncomfortable, right? You're like, whoa, hold up. I don't feel right at telling you that. You don't want to ask something real personal to a spirit that you don't know, right? Because it can make them very uncomfortable. And if they are very uncomfortable, they will let you know. And they will say anything they need to say to you, and they don't have a filter. They just say whatever they have to say, right? So keep the conversation respectful, in my opinion. Keep the conversation light, okay? This another thing is you want to keep your energy intact, right? Meaning, if you go into a situation like that and you are nervous, you're afraid, and you're frantic, they pick up on that. They pick up on energy. We all pick up on energy, right? And it kind of makes them uncomfortable. If you go in and you feel uncomfortable, it makes them a little nervous. And you just want to keep yourself intact. Keep your energy stable and calm. So before you enter a situation, when you're talking to a spirit, try to do a meditation. Well, actually, don't try. Do a meditation, calm your nerves down, and to have a backup plan on how to get out of the conversation. Do a lot of research before you do it. Talk to some mediums before you do those. Don't just blindly go into a conversation with a medium. With the entity, and you just don't know what you're doing, because it can just get, it could be horrible the first time, right? Lastly, I always say to people, ask for help from your spirit guides. Your spirit guides will protect you from the energy, from the entity, right? And it will also, your spirit guides will also be there just in case something happens. If that entity needs to leave, right, and it doesn't want to leave, your spirit guides will shut that down quickly, okay? Absolutely quickly, right? They don't play around, especially about you. They don't play around about you, okay? So always ask help from your spirit guides, because that's what they do. That's what they're there for. They're there to help you out in situations, right? If you don't ask for help, they won't help you. As simple as that, right? So don't think that your spirit guide is going to just show up out of nowhere and just happily help you. No, because you didn't ask for help. So that's the notes that I have written down for those things. If you need a little more help, just shoot me a DM or write your questions down in the comment section below, and I will surely answer them to you in the comment section, or I might just shoot you a DM, or you can just shoot me a DM. It doesn't really matter. If any more questions you have about anything possible, about dreams, about mediumship, about your psychic abilities, maybe you have some abilities and you're afraid to reach out to a different person, reach out to me. I'll talk to you and I'll give you some pointers. I'm always here to help, okay? Till next time, guys. Peace.